Yeah, so I did live stream yesterday and I made several mistakes in that stream. I also corrected all my mistakes. So this is the corrected version of live stream. And why I'm doing this? This is for future self so that I can refer the corrected version as well. And they say it is always said that the more you rehearse, the more you become good at. So that's why I know my mistakes, but I also want to understand which is the correct version. So that's why I am recording the correct version as well. I'm just reading from ChatGPT because I have all notes there. So let's do that. Great. Okay, so I'm live now. I can show my face. Okay. Okay, so let's start again because I made a mistake. Anyway, okay, so I'm live now. I can show my face at the moment, but maybe I can share my screen. I'm not sure. Anyway, hello everyone. This is actually my first live stream. I don't really know what to talk about yet, but I created this random channel just to rehearse my English speaking skills. That's the main reason I'm here. What I decided to practice first are the key things I have learned about speaking good English. The first is fluency. By fluency, I mean the rate of speech. I should not speak too fast or too slow. I need to be mindful of how I am speaking. The second is intonation. There are two types. First is upward intonation and downward intonation. The difference between them is, for example, if I say, how's your day? How was your day? My tone rises at the end. Mostly we use upward intonation when we ask questions. But when we talk in sentence, I usually speak in upward intonation. Let's say, I am XYZ. If I say I'm XYZ, my tone rises at the end. But if I say I'm XYZ, my tone, now I'm talking with a falling tone. That's a downward intonation. So upward intonation is common in questions, and that is perfectly fine when you ask question. But when you use upward intonation in saying something or speaking any sentence, it sounds like you are not sure what you are talking about. Let's say if I say that my name is XYZ, now what other person is thinking, are you sure your name is XYZ or you are asking me what? So this is the confusion there. So you always talk in down downward intonation or neutral intonation. Downward intonation is better when you are making a statement or trying to sound confident. It sets authority. So most of the time, we should use downward or neutral tones. The third thing is articulation. I learned this lesson a bit late. Good articulation is important because if your pronunciation is unclear, it affects your overall communication. For example, I used to mix up the S and sorry, I used to mix up the sa and sha sounds because I'm from UP, where there is common. I have noticed, okay, I thought that my Zoom is not recording, but it is. So let me go back to the ChatGPT screen. Yes. For example, I used to mix up the sa and sha sound because I'm from UP, where there is common, where this is common. I have noticed people from Kolkata or the eastern parts of India often pronounce Rasgulla as like Rosgulla. This kind of regional accent sometimes comes into their English as well, and that is natural. So it's important to be mindful of your accent and pronunciation. You don't have to change your accent completely, but being clear matters. The fourth thing is structure. Right now, I'm fumbling a lot and speaking randomly, but that's exactly what I created that's exactly why I created this channel. So I can practice speaking on camera even when I have nothing prepared. This channel is like a practice ground for me. Since I don't have any follower or subscribers, there is no pressure. I can come live anytime and speak freely. If you are someone who also wants to practice English, I suggest doing the same. Create a small channel, go live, and practice. Nobody is judging you here. I don't want this to be a perfect or polished version. These are just my raw thoughts. I want to improve my conversation and communication skills. And this is how I'll practice in silence until I'm ready. They say, practice in silence, let success make the noise. That's what I'm doing. Now that I still have some time, I want to hit the 10-minute mark. So let's talk for 5 more minutes about storytelling. People often think storytelling is complicated, but actually it's quite simple. Every story usually has a character, a problem, a turning point or climax, a solution or resolution. Let's create a quick story. Let's say there is a guy named Raju. He's bad at speaking English. He studied in Hindi medium school and never got the chance to practice English. Now he has a job, but all his teammates speak in English. Whenever it comes to English conversations, Raju feels underconfident. He is otherwise smart and capable, but he can't express himself well in English. His teammates even make fun of him sometimes. This becomes his external problem. He's not just struggling inside, but he is being judged by others too. One day, Raju manager calls him into the cabin. The manager says, Raju, you are not getting a promotion, not because of your performance, but because of your communication skills. You can't explain your ideas clearly, and that's holding you back. This moment hits Raju hard. It's his turning point. He feels frustrated. He could have earned a good raise, maybe even lakhs more, but he missed the opportunity. Now he decides to take things seriously. He joins a spoken English class. He practices every day for 6 months. Slowly he improves. He becomes more confident. He starts speaking in meetings. His team notices the change. His manager praises him, and this time he gets a well-deserved hike. That's the full story arc. So again, every story needs a character, a deep, painful problem, a big moment when the character decides to change, a solution or transformation. If the story ends well, people feel satisfied. In movies too, happy endings often get better ratings. People like seeing the hero win. So when you tell stories, make sure your hero wins, or at least shows growth. Okay, I think that's enough for today. I'll come live more often because I really enjoy speaking and I want to keep improving my English. Whenever I learn something new, I'll share it here. Thanks for listening to my voice. Bye for now.